Have you ever looked at a cat and thought you were staring at an alien? No fur, wrinkled skin, big round eyes that seem to stare right into your soul. It doesn't make a sound. It just watches silently, like it's studying the human species. That cat is real. And not only that, it's being cuddled in thousands of homes around the world. Its name? The Sphynx. The most famous hairless cat on Earth, with an alien-like appearance, unreadable expressions, and a list of bizarre habits that might just give you chills. Some say owning a Sphynx is like living with a visitor from another planet. Sounds dramatic? Maybe not. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most controversial cat breeds in the pet world, from its strange origins and eerie look to shocking truths that are both creepy and fascinating. And if you're thinking, this cat is definitely not for me, well, by the end of this video, you might just want to bring one home. Despite popular belief, the hairless Sphynx cat didn't come from ancient Egypt. In fact, it all started in Canada, of all places. In 1966, in Toronto, a kitten was born with no fur at all, not from selective breeding or lab experiments, but due to a natural genetic mutation. Instead of being frightened, the owner took the kitten to breeders, and that's when the story of the Sphynx began. Instead of being frightened, the owner took the kitten to breeders, and that's when the story of the Sphynx began. In its early years, the Sphynx was seen as a freak of nature in the cat world. Its alien-like appearance led some to associate it with evil spirits, dark magic, or even label it the witch's cat. Some feline organizations even refused to recognize the breed, claiming it was too different from the traditional standards of feline beauty. But as the trend of owning exotic pets grew, especially in the US, the Sphynx started to gain attention. People began to see beauty in the unusual and charm in what once seemed unsettling. Today, the Sphynx is officially recognized by the Cat Fanciers Association, CFA, and has become one of the most beloved and talked about breeds in America. But here's the twist. The Sphynx isn't the only hairless cat breed in the world. There are others, like the Peterbald from Russia, Donskoy, and the dwarf-like Bambino. Still, the Sphynx remains the most iconic, the true poster child of the alien cat world. At first glance, many people think the Sphynx is something straight out of a sci-fi movie. A hairless cat with wrinkled skin, like a creature from Men in Black or Arrival, large bat-like ears sticking up like antennas, big cold eyes that seem to scan you, silently deciding whether you're a friend or a threat. And that skin, bare, textured, exposing every wrinkle and vein. It's no wonder some people get chills the first time they see one. Some people literally jump back in surprise when they meet a Sphynx for the first time, thinking it's CGI or some kind of digital effect. Others joke, if aliens had cats, they'd probably look like this. But here's the strange part. The longer you look, the harder it is to look away. There's something hypnotic about it. A beauty that doesn't follow the rules. Not traditionally cute, but deeply captivating. And oddly enough, it's that exposed skin that allows owners to feel their cat in a whole new way. Without fur as a barrier, every snuggle, every little nuzzle or headbutt from a Sphynx feels immediate, warm, and deeply personal. There's no fluff, just pure connection, skin to skin. Some say, the Sphynx isn't cute in a cuddly way, it's beautiful in a haunting way. If the Sphynx's appearance makes you think it's cold, distant, or unfriendly, prepare to be surprised, because beneath that alien-like exterior lies a warm, affectionate heart that craves human connection. Sphynx cats are incredibly clingy. They love attention, love sitting on you, snuggling into your clothes, curling up in your blankets, and they absolutely hate being alone. Many owners joke, having a Sphynx is like raising a 2-year-old toddler who climbs, clings, and wants your attention 24/7. They'll follow you from room to room, watch your every move like they're helping with chores. Unlike many cats that pride themselves on being aloof, the Sphynx has no cool cat image to maintain. They'll do anything to make you notice them. Chirping weird sounds, standing on two legs, climbing into your lap in the strangest positions. Some say, it doesn't act like a cat, it acts more like a dog. And because they don't have fur, they're more sensitive to cold and injury. So they seek your warmth not just for cuddles, but because they physically need you. Behind those mysterious eyes is a sensitive soul. Behind that wrinkled skin is a heart that just wants to be loved. A creature that looks distant, but is trying every day to get closer to you. Beyond their strange looks, Sphynx cats have a list of body secrets that only true owners really understand. These aren't scary, but they're definitely weird enough to make you say, wait, what? 1. They're not completely hairless. Truth is, most Sphynx cats have a very fine layer of fuzz, almost like peach fuzz, so light it's hard to see. When you touch them, they feel like a warm, ripe peach, soft, fuzzy, and slightly grippy. 2. Their skin gets oily. Without fur to absorb natural skin oils, the Sphynx's sebaceous glands go into overdrive, leaving their skin shiny and sometimes sticky. If not bathed regularly, once or twice a week, they'll start to collect dust, smell weird, and even leave greasy stains on your furniture. Yup, it's kind of like having an adorable tiny oil machine in the house. 3. Their ears fill up with wax. With no fur inside their ears, Sphynx cats tend to build up more earwax than average cats. Owners have to clean their ears weekly, or else they turn dark brown like chocolate fudge, but don't be fooled, it's not delicious. 4. They can get sunburned or catch a cold easily. No fur means no protection, so Sphynx cats are super sensitive to their environment. Too much sun can burn or blister their skin, and chilly weather can lead to shivering, or even pneumonia if left unprotected. In short, this is an indoor-only creature, built for blankets, not wilderness. 5. They're prone to genetic heart disease. Sphynx cats are at higher risk for hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, HCM, a serious heart condition. Responsible owners should get regular health screenings and annual heart ultrasounds. Sounds like a lot? Maybe. But for those who love Sphynx cats, these quirks are just part of what makes them so weird and so wonderfully lovable. Many people have said, I used to think hairless cats were creepy until I held one. And from that moment on, everything changed. There's something deeply different about touching a Sphynx. It's not just the bare skin, it's the feeling of direct connection. No barrier, no fluff in the way. Some describe it as a meditative experience, because when you hold a Sphynx, you feel its heartbeat, its breath, its entire presence, fully, honestly, and intimately. Sphynx owners often say these cats can sense human emotions. They seem to know when you're sad, anxious, or tired, and they'll quietly curl up beside you like a loyal friend. Even without expressive faces like fluffy cats, Sphynx cats communicate through their eyes, body language, and powerful silence. One person said, "They don't need to meow, they just look at me, and I know." What's more, Sphynx cats often form an intense bond with one special person in the household, someone they see as their person. And once that bond is formed, they become your shadow, sleeping beside you, watching TV with you, sitting by your laptop all day just to be close. Many owners say, one Sphynx is never enough. And before they know it, they're adopting a second, a third. Maybe it's their unusual look, but people who love Sphynx cats often describe themselves as deep, unique, and emotionally intuitive. And somewhere between the strangeness and the stillness, this hairless creature becomes an irreplaceable part of their soul. Hairless cats aren't for everyone. They're different, strange, a little high maintenance. But if you open your heart to them, you'll get back a love that's raw, honest, and completely unconditional. They don't offer fluff and softness, but they touch your heart in ways few creatures ever could. They may not win you over at first glance, but they might become the most loyal, emotionally connected companion you'll ever have. Maybe the Sphynx isn't your type. Maybe they still give you the creeps. But remember, behind that bizarre exterior is a soul waiting to be understood. So, what about you? Would you dare to let an alien into your heart? Drop a comment below. Have you ever met a hairless cat? What was your first impression? Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to Happy Fur and You for more fascinating pet journeys, and if you love this strange and special breed, share the video with a fellow cat lover. See you in the next one.